on my way to a wrestling show. But instead of being on it, I am spectating, which would probably sum up most of my 2011. But, you know, it started out pretty good. I was the TCW heavyweight champion. I was in line for the TWF heavyweight championship. I was a top contender for the TASW tag team titles. Yeah, I was feeling good, man. It kind of removed a lot of personal stress and was liking performing and getting to face some top talent, you know, guys like Prince Amir and Rockstar Robbie and Gustavo Mendoza. And I mean, hell, the Humble Rumble, I was like top 3 in the last 3. Getting to face Bulkster and beating Bulkster. Getting to face Lance Hoyt and beating Lance Hoyt. I felt good. Well, mentally I felt good. Emotionally I was good. It was sound, stable. My body wasn't feeling that great. There were nagging pains. I'd take certain bumps and man, I just wouldn't feel quite right. I mean, you're not supposed to necessarily feel all that right, but we are taught how to do it, how to fall properly, how to brace ourselves, so to speak, and even those weren't working. I really couldn't pinpoint what it was, but something wasn't right. And as I got prepared for my anniversary in this wrestling business, I woke up one April morning and my limbs stayed asleep and kind of changed everything, at least for the time being. I went to specialists, I went to doctors, got told to take it easy. So I immediately decided to shut it down for a bit. Had to relinquish my title at TCW, had to tell the fans at TASW that for the foreseeable future I wasn't going to be part of the show, and I always like to say there's no show without me, so but I was lucky in a sense. Blessed, if you will, for that time off. I got to consult, which I enjoyed doing. Very much enjoyed doing, and I got to run a show. I enjoyed doing that as well. And then an old friend came back in the picture, Justin Smith of DoJo Productions, guy that I had worked with during IWE's heyday, glory days, if you will. People still look fondly upon that time. Quite a buzz we created, and we thought maybe we should create that buzz again. But what show? Well, we got to film the shows and kind of figure it out. What makes a good wrestling product? And as we brainstormed, we talked, conversations and road trips, we decided behind the curtain. But again, really just to see where we were going to work. We didn't really know what behind the curtain would become. And 22 episodes later, and I say episodes, each video that we've put out, I'm sure there's others, but on my playlist there's 22, including the most recent. Best of Behind the Curtain 2011 Dubstep Wrestling Remix. If you haven't caught it, I think you should. And we did some great things. You know, we got to see 1,200 people screaming and hollering for wrestling because pro wrestling was on the marquee. Proof that small towns draws pretty well. We saw Brenham. And then we started adventure. We weren't just doing TCW and TASW. We started looking at Doomsday, a company that we felt was really entertaining. Made me feel like a fan, which I long for. But we got to go see ACW in action. I mean, I'd gone to a few shows, caught the prom show, thought it was a great, phenomenal show, especially the prom dress match I thought was phenomenal. I thought Davey Vega, Matt Palmer was pretty phenomenal. But we got to catch that show. That's not even a show that we reviewed or that we saw or that we filmed or what have you. I mean, Jay does all the editing, and man, God bless him. He's a genius when it comes to that stuff. It's not because we work together. We got to see MPX. We got to see, got to interview some of the ladies of MPX. And, I don't want to do a behind the curtain review. I mean, that's for a different show, I think. Probably have to get Jay involved in that. But, so, as we watched these shows, and around the time that we went to the show that canceled, a couple of shows that canceled, a lot of shows have fallen by the wayside, a lot of companies have fallen by the wayside. I mean, it is what it is. You're thankful for the shows that are doing well and that are prospering and that are just running steady. But around that time, and probably a little bit before that, I started thinking I wanted to be on the show more, I guess, or I was getting the itch. Now, mind you, I'd gone through physical therapy at this point, and they said I could do whatever I needed to do. Just be careful about lifting heavy. So, after a weekend getaway, I saw a video, a infomercial for Insanity, and gotta say, it probably changed my life. Because I started to pay attention more. I was utilizing that, and that's a great program. Awesome program. Went through it twice. Started lifting weights. Felt the weight fall off, shed off, and then I got in the ring some just to see. I just wanted to see. Could I do it? Could I do it pain-free? Could I get back there and do what I needed to do? And I think most importantly, I just started to feel like, man, I really I don't want it to end that way, the way it ended. I want to kind of ride off in the sunset if possible. But again, I got to consult and I got to put shows together, but I really wanted to get back in there. I had to figure out a way. What was the best way? And what would make the most impact? And how could we do it? How could I do it? Was I ready to do it? And I've been blessed since my return. I announced it on October 22nd, October 29th. I'm back in the ring, and I was ready to go. Got to face the GCPPW heavyweight champion, Max Muscles. Kind of a theme of my time at GCPPW. I announced at TASW that I would be making my return. That's where I made the announcement that I was returning. And then I got to return there against Killer Cash. And I put out a video and started doing promos on my YouTube channel on here about what I was going to do and this, that, and the other, and I meant it. Came out on the short end at GCPPW, but I didn't at TASW. Good times. And then, from there, went back to GCPPW to prove a point. I proved that point. So on and so forth. Made my TWF return successfully against their heavyweight champion non-title. And the next night, got to face a guy I hadn't faced in over a decade, and Rodney Mack. Good times. Good times for a good cause. Wrestling's fun. I ended the year becoming the new GCPPW heavyweight champion. Some people will say it's controversial. I'll say, hey, I said I'd do anything to win, and I'd do anything to get the title, and the title would be mine at the end of Glory and Pain, and I proved myself correct. I also won the 7th annual Glory and Pain main event by winning the No Rope Battle Royal, so kind of started and ended the year the same. Now what's on, and I've been thankful, before I go into the future, first I want to be thankful for so many, all my supporters, and all the people that watch Lucha Lounge, all those that watch Behind the Curtain, all of those who do DeMark out, they've got good reason to. They know there's no show without Steve DeMarco. I appreciate them knowing that and acknowledging it and letting me know. A list of people that demark out or admit that they demark out, man, it's a who's who. Now, sadly, we have lost some brothers. We have lost some companies. And some companies are fallen by the wayside. I mentioned those. I'm not going to mention their names. They're gone. We have lost some brothers and some sisters. Some legends and icons, guys, that I idolized. Doing an imitation would not be flattering because I don't do it justice. We lost brothers close to home. Guys you share a locker room with. And you're never really prepared for that. You're never prepared. Now, what's on the horizon for 2012? Well, I can't speak for Justin. And again, that's another video. So I'm not going to go there. I can only talk about myself. I can only worry about myself on this. So what's my future 2012? Well, I'm hoping this time next year, I'm still saying I'm the GCPPW heavyweight champion, and I have brought mass honor, respect. It's the place to be because I'm there and I'm defending my title, and the fans are demarking out, and everyone else is demarking out. Everyone else will demark out. It will be the year to demark out. At least the start of it. I'd like to win gold elsewhere. I know TASW's first on my list. I definitely would love to win gold there. Even if I have to go through Mysterious Q to do it. I'd like to be in Rumblemania 2, and I just got a text stating that I probably will be at Rumblemania 2 in Nacogdoches in March. January, February, I'll probably be at TWF. I, of course, will be at GCPPW. I'll be doing TASW shows. They start up again. I know they start up with Rumblemania 2. I like to venture to places that I used to go to. You know, whether it be TCW once they get up and rolling, or NWA Houston, or ACW. Like to go back to those places, maybe PWA, either the one in Pearland or the one that Booker T holds. Maybe I'd like to win gold at each place. Maybe I want to prove to everyone that I not only still have it, but I am still the standard bearer wherever I go. I don't know. I'm looking forward to 2012. Much like I was looking forward to 2011. So, everyone, the next few videos of Lucha Lounge, one will cover Impact Wrestling, where apparently wrestling matters, but does it matter to them? And then I will focus on the worldwide conglomerate known as WWE, the year that they had. And probably for both, I'll be talking about what I think is going to happen in 2012, because 2012 promises to be one hell of a year. And after that, I don't know. I think I want to know what you people want to see. You know, the reality is that I would like more subscribers. I would like more people to like me on Facebook. I would like Behind the Curtain to become a worldwide phenomenon. And I would like myself to become a worldwide phenomenon, because before Zack Ryder was wooing on YouTube, I was inviting you guys to the Lucha Lounge. And while he has so many more subscribers, I would say, you know, hey, I did this first. I think I did. I don't know. I'd like the community to grow as a whole. Everyone to kind of reap the benefits. Subscribe to anyone who does wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan, that would be my advice to you. Enjoy it. It's not a dirty word. It's not a silly word. It's a thing that we all enjoy watching. I know I still enjoy watching it. I still mark out. More importantly, I had to mark out, much like you will be. So, with that, I'm going to wrap it up by simply saying stay cool, stay sexy, stay classy. But you know as well as I do that there may be other so-called shows, but there is no show without Steve DeMarco. Later.